We love the summertime at our country house, mainly because it's warm, allowing us to spend as much time outdoors as we wish. It's a season of sunshine, blue skies, and the always present humming of insects. Everything flourishes and is full of life. There is always something to harvest, and new fruits appear on our shrubs. It's a joy to be surrounded by lush greenery. We adore the delicious fruits and veggies that keep popping up everywhere. They are so vibrant and tasty, simply delicious. It's wonderful to have all this freshness at our fingertips.
This year's harvest of garlic was very successful, I would say.
Yay!
We've never had this many. We planted more, but we also harvested way more.
Yes, and it looks great. There are beautiful colorful flowers everywhere, attracting many varieties of bees. And we keep harvesting our veggies. There were a lot of tomatoes growing, so I started experimenting in the kitchen. I always wanted to try to prepare ketchup, so I looked up recipes on the internet and got to it. Tomatoes are the main ingredient, of course, but there are also a few bell peppers, onions and apples. Luckily, it wasn't very difficult to prepare. You just cook it for a long time, then add sugar, salt, vinegar and spices, blend it with an immersion blender and then push it through a strainer. And that was basically it. I was very happy with the consistency and overall the final product looked very good. Ta-da! And our homemade ketchup is done! I am so excited. It's tasty. I already licked the spoon and wow, I love it.
And it looks like ketchup as well.
Yeah, it looks like it's a success.
I can't wait to try it. A lot of you were curious about our lychee, which resembles tomatoes, but they are very thorny, prickly. And they are quite difficult, or definitely more difficult than tomatoes to take care of. Because we discovered that Colorado potato beetles love them. I see one here. And they eat the plants. They eat all parts of the plant. So they eat the leaves, but also we found them on blossoms and on the fruit as well. And at one point when I came here, they were full of the beetles. So it takes time to take them off, and because they are so prickly you need to put on gloves and it's hard to get there, and so it's much more difficult than regular tomatoes where you don't have to do almost anything.
It's really difficult to pick them because there are so many thorns and they can hurt you.
Yeah, it's basically impossible. This one was easy, so I guess when they are ripe it's not that hard, but sometimes you have to fight with the plant to take them off. And the taste is different than tomatoes. It's like something between tomato and like a regular fruit. It's sweeter. There's a little bit of pineapple there maybe, and some other fruits as well.
Yeah, it's totally different. Like there is only a hint of tomato, but it's more fruit, some exotic fruit.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
So it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good taste. Just to eat it raw for fun.
Tomatoes and peppers are the most prominent in the garden. We mistakenly referred to them as bell peppers in the video. We thought they are called that in English, but later we realized it's a different variety. So sorry about that. It's almost the end of August and look how many bell peppers there are. They are growing a lot. We didn't expect this. The plants are quite small, but there are so many bell peppers. It's amazing.
It's our first bell pepper harvest. We've never planted them before.
Yeah, this is the first year we have bell peppers. And we are going to prepare a special summer meal, and we are going to use a lot of bell peppers. So let me pick a few of them. There are red ones, also green ones, but they would turn red, I think, if we would let them. But there is no time for that.
They're already ripe when they are green, right? I don't know why some of them turn red.
Yeah, they are, so it's interesting. I will take 8 of them.
Okay. And there's a black one here for some reason.
That's from your mom, I think, this plant.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I will take a black one as well.
Looks nice, colorful.
Yeah, very colorful. Pretty. We also need a lot of tomatoes, so it's a good thing we have many of them. And it was raining a lot recently, which is great because the drought was enormous and now it's so much better. But the tomatoes are drinking a lot of water, and look, there are cracks because they are full of water now.
Yeah.
So
On a lot of them.
better to use them.
We can't store them this way, so we always only pick the amount we need for the specific meal.
Yeah. And we also need a few onions. This is our harvest. Ta-da! Red onions.
Yeah.
So that's very nice.
I harvested them only like a week ago, so that's why they are out in the open to dry.
In today's episode of Cooking with Peter, we are going to prepare lecho. And we need a lot of tomatoes, a lot of bell peppers. It doesn't matter if they are green or red or whatever. This is just for fun and it looks pretty. Onions and 4 eggs. We've read on the internet that lecho originates in Hungary and it's also very popular in the Czech Republic and in Slovakia. It is also known in Poland and Austria, so the region of Central Europe. And it's a great summer meal when you have a lot of these in your garden. So people prepare it quite a lot. Of course, there is supposed to be meat in this meal, specifically sausages. But we don't have them here at the country house, so we will make it without them. It's very tasty without sausages as well, but it's very nice with them. So,
But I didn't plant any sausages this year.
yeah. Basically all you need to do is cut all the veggies into small pieces. So I started with onions because this is always a nightmare. My eyes are starting to cry.
Oh.
And I hate this. This is usually Tommy's job to cut onions. But today he was like, honey, do everything because you are in the video.
Yeah, he likes the attention, unlike me. But this is the first year we grew red onions, so I'm curious to see what they will taste like.
Yeah, I was hoping they would be
Less pungent.
yes, less pungent, but
Nope.
it's still a lot, so I'm already crying. Guys, this is such a sad recipe.
Wait, let me make a thumbnail.
So my pieces are not very pretty, but it doesn't matter in this meal. I'll just cut it like whatever and something will come out of this. I don't see anything.
Don't cut your fingers.
Oh my god, look at me. Is this great?
You look amazing.
Cooking is so much fun.
Uh-huh. So worth it, right?
Totally.
So apparently I have to be on the video as well because Peter doesn't know how to cut bell peppers. Whenever Peter doesn't like doing something, he says he doesn't know how to, and he calls me over to do it instead. So here I am.
It's true. Sorry. I can confirm. I did it a few times in the past alone, but I don't like doing this, so I don't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my version. And Tommy comes to the rescue.
I also don't like doing it, by the way, but I don't have a choice.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I think it's like your favorite activity.
Mm-hmm. It's my hobby. Cutting peppers.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. We switched our cutting boards. This one is for bell peppers now, and I'm cutting tomatoes in the meantime, and there is a lot of juice, so it's better to do it on this one. And it goes so much faster. I like this.
It's nice to have a helper, right?
It is. Not my favorite activity, but it's nice. There is one more step with our bell peppers because a lot of them are very spicy. And
Actually, all of them.
all of them, okay. And to get rid of the spiciness, we found on the internet that you need to put salt here onto them and let them rest for a minute or so, and the salt will draw the spiciness out of the peppers, right?
Yeah. So it's the hotness, I guess, in
Okay.
English. Yeah, it's spicy, like not like spice, but you know, it
Yeah.
burns.
So the hotness. We don't like the hotness because this meal is not supposed to be hot, right?
Uh-huh.
Lecho. Lecho is not hot. Maybe it is in Hungary because everything is hot there.
Yeah. The
But
goulash.
not in the Czech Republic or Slovakia. Everything is bland here. So that's why we don't want hot peppers. And it doesn't matter that I'm making the peppers salty because the meal needs salt. So it's okay. It's not an enormous amount, just normal. We were glad we discovered that it's possible to get rid of the hotness.
Yeah. Because otherwise we would get rid of the peppers. Probably.
Probably.
We were not able to eat them when they were too hot.
We will put the eggs into a bowl. And we need to do this like when you are preparing scrambled eggs.
So scramble them.
And of course I'm cutting the bell peppers into small pieces as well. And now that everything is nicely chopped and ready, we can start cooking. I put oil here in the frying pan and we will start with onions. After a few minutes we will add the rest of the veggies. So bell peppers, also tomatoes. The pan is very full, so you need to have quite a big pan. I will stir it for a bit and it will release water. So that's what we want. And that's basically everything. Now I will add salt, maybe 1 teaspoon, and we can always add more later. And now we need a lid or a cover or something, and we will let it boil for, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes, we'll see. 10 minutes went by, let's take a look. It looks like this, so it's starting to take shape. There is quite a lot of water, so I will let it evaporate a little bit, and then we will continue. After additional 5 minutes or so, it looks like this. Basically bell peppers in a tomato sauce. So that's very nice, and I think this consistency is okay. So I will add eggs.
And now it looks like this.
It does. So we need to stir it. And it's going to thicken with the eggs. And if you want sausages in it, you would add them in, cut into small pieces. But we are not going to do that because we don't have them. And I think we are done. Look.
That's the right consistency.
Don't forget to add enough salt. You need to taste it.
And then, bon appetit.
Yeah, but I don't add any other spices or anything. And the meal looks like this. Not very pretty.
But this is what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, this is lecho, guys. So, bon appetit. Let's dig in.
Yay!
We have had it more times this year already.
Delicious.
I agree. And I love the fact that all the veggies are from our garden.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's totally a summer meal. Like, you are supposed to make this.
Yeah. And if we had chickens, then it will be completely only from our ingredients. So it's very easy for people who have gardens to make this meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I actually didn't know lecho growing up because my mom said that it was her least favorite meal ever.
Mm-hmm.
So she never made it for the rest of the family either. So I only tasted it for the first time with Peter, I think. And I was surprised to learn that it's actually good.
Yeah, it's very good.
And my mom eats it now as well, so I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm. She discovered it probably and realized that it's good. So yeah, that was lecho and that was cooking with Peter. Tomatoes and peppers kept growing and growing. It was amazing. We really like lecho, so we didn't mind at all, and we were preparing it quite often. It's amazing when you grow your own food, and sometimes you get even more from neighbors, like this UFO-looking petty-pan squash. And that's it. Give us a like and see you guys next time.